Yo, what's going on, guys? The video you're about to watch is a clip from our recent podcast, the C2 Wrestling Podcast. If you'd like to watch or listen to the entire thing, please click the link in the description below. Now, let's get into the video. Night
Let's
one,
do it.
TNA, Worlds Collide, NXT TNA, Night one, TNA Saturday.
hmm
What is your opening match?
Opening match. Okay. So there's a couple matches I have on the card that placement wise can alter. So I've kind of three matches that could rotate out to open the show, but I'm going to start the show with a simple match. This is maybe not everyone's favorite type of match, but we're going with a six-man tag. We're starting NXT TNA Saturday. The System, Moose, Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, already messing up, versus the Family, Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stack Lorenzo, and Luca Crucifino.
Interesting. I like that. I like that. See,
Different.
I'm a believer
hmm
in a show of this magnitude. You
Okay.
got to start on fire.
Okay. All right. All right. That's
You got to
fair.
start
Definitely
on
fair.
fire.
Definitely fair. Yep.
It's something this big.
hmm
And when it comes to being on fire and it comes to something electric, you go straight to the TNA X division.
Fair.
So
Definitely fair.
my opening match is an Ultimate X match for the X Division Championship.
Hey. All right. All right. Let's hear it.
Speedball Mike Bailey, the defending champion,
Of course.
Mustafa Ali,
Fair.
Kevin Knight,
Okay.
Javon Evans, Wesley, and Lexus King.
Very, very fair. Very
I
fair. That's
think you start the show. Both of us, funny enough, starting with six competitors, so
that is true.
both 3-3. But
hmm
light it on fire right away. We are full speed ahead.
That is full speed ahead. That is starting hot. I'll tell you that. And that's a better start, maybe. I can even argue that. That's a better start than perhaps a six-man tag. But I'm going to follow you up with another match of mine that
Okay.
is also an Ultimate X match for the
Okay.
X Division title. Maybe mine could open the show. Your champion, Mike Bailey, versus Mustafa Ali, as you said. No Kevin Knight, but for me, I went Leon Slater versus Wesley versus Javon Evans versus Lexus King.
Okay. Okay. So at least we were in the same route. Like
Ballpark. Yeah.
that match I felt
Must happen. Must happen.
must happen. I also felt we've had conversations about it before,
hmm
how much we love the Ultimate X, how much we love the X division. And I feel like there were a lot of names to choose from if you were going to like book the entire division and put them
hmm
together. But I think we have very similar six men. We have what,
Yeah.
five of the same six?
Five of the same six. Yep.
That like those five are for sure in that last spot. Like there's multiple guys that could have
Correct.
went into that last spot.
Yeah.
So
I had
now,
some alternatives.
so I'll go into my second match.
hmm
I then feel, I structured mine out. I thought out how I wanted to structure the show. So
Okay.
started with the Ultimate X. I am going to slow it down a little bit. Match number two, we're getting hard hitting. We're getting grappling. We are getting Steve Macklin
Okay.
facing Charlie Dempsey.
Fair. That's a fair one.
This
Okay.
match, I feel like you just had the high flying of the X division.
Yeah.
I need two guys who are guaranteed going to put on a great match, but I'm not going to feel like I just watched the X division. And then I also feel like I have other matches that'll fill other roles. So this
Yeah.
match felt like the perfect breather match where it's still going to be a very good match,
I agree.
but it's not, you're not getting X division, six sides of steel,
High
yada, yada, yada.
flying. Yeah.
Exactly. You're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
getting all these matches in a row. So it's funny how we've presented it. We kind of have them flipped where both
Yep.
make sense.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
the first two
There's
matches,
different ways the cards can play out, but
for
to
sure.
follow up your singles match, I have a non-title singles match, also including Charlie Dempsey. But instead of your TNA competitor, instead of who'd you go with?
Steve
I already
Macklin.
forgot. Steve Macklin, correct? Yeah. Um, I went with Jake something. Jake
Love
something
Jake
versus Charlie
something.
Dempsey. I
That's a
agree.
great match.
That is a great match. Again, I wanted to see some hard hitting grappling style. I agree with your assessment. I wanted to kind of counteract a high flying Ultimate X match with something a bit more grounded. And me personally, big Charlie Dempsey fan, want to see more of him. So I had to fit him in the card somewhere.
And that match, those two guys together, I think that's just one combined knee pad between the two of them.
Yeah,
Jake something only
yeah,
rocks one and Charlie Dempsey
yep,
rocks zero.
yep, yep.
Um, I love that matchup. I also love that we both had the same thought process of I need Charlie Dempsey in a singles match on this card.
Yep.
Like we
He's a
both,
singles match guy.
yeah.
I wasn't going to fit him in an Ultimate X or something crazy. He's a singles match, grounded, technical guy.
So that's your match number three. My match number three is actually going to be my second title match,
Okay.
and it's going to be a bit of a
Sure.
big one. This
All
one
right.
is
All
going
right.
to be for the tag titles,
All right. All right. All right.
but both sets of tag titles.
Oh, okay.
This is
Okay.
a four corners winner takes all tag team title match. ABC, the defending TNA tag team champions,
Of course.
Axiom and Frazier, the defending NXT tag team champions,
Absolutely.
the Rascals,
Great team.
and Chase U.
Absolutely.
Four teams. And now we're not giving who we're having winning most of
Hmm.
these matches, but just big braining here. I would have the Rascals win this because they've
Fair.
spent the most time
Crossing
going
over.
crossing over. They've kind of established on both.
Yeah.
So a little extra for you there.